Thanks for joining us for this episode of Sports Scene. It's been a busy weekend for us, Lawrence. I'm sure you've been following some netball and basketball as well.
Yeah.
I've been out at NSL doing the NSL live broadcast. So we've been busy, but as much as I want to talk about sports, I will talk about everything else but the NRL, Lawrence. Can we skip NRL?
Wow. Brought down to earth, the Roosters. But I got to hand it to you. Roosters, gallant in defeat. Gallant or valiant or...
everything.
But look, everyone expected the Roosters not to win.
I know.
But, you got there.
How did they... Anyway, yeah. Let's not go there.
My dear.
But how was your weekend? I know you were at basketball.
I was at basketball. It was the National Championships basketball. The weekend before was the under-17s and then the seniors. I was coaching the women's Port Moresby team. We lost, came third, but well done to everyone. The winners, NCD ABBA in the men's, and the women's was taken out by Lakers out from the Highlands region. And then netball, the Kairukuhiri netball over in Baraka was there as well, and they finished off today as well, 4-day event. So massive couple of days. And then we've got the Kumul Petroleum National Schools Competition Championships. Under 14s, 16s today, they just finished. 18s tomorrow and Saturday. And of course the Kumul Petroleum National Soccer League, which you just mentioned. Massive.
Will there be any more netball out at Baraka? Like I can go?
It's actually done. So what netball's doing is they're doing these regional trials. So the next one is in November in Aroma. Aroma.
Oh wow!
Would you like to go to that?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Aroma it is then. Okay, so tonight on the show, of course, we've mentioned a couple of things already, but let me just run through. We have highlights from the round eight of the KPHL National Soccer League, the highlights, and we have the National Schools Rugby League coverage from the last 2 days. We will show you what they've been going. What's transpired in the last 2 days. Stanley Hondina will speak more on that later on the show. So that's about it. Lawrence, let's run through the scoreline. If you want to skip NRL, I'll be happy to skip NRL.
Really? I thought, look, if you missed it, as I always say every week, the NRL, Roosters, they lost to Manly. And,
I should have just removed Roosters from this listing.
It was only 2 games. Roosters lost to Manly and Penrith. My gosh, they just beat Parramatta in an absolute thriller of a game. Those were the results of the NRL. But very quickly, the KPHL, NSL, Northern Conference and the Southern Conference. The scores or the results, Northern first, Lay City FC 2-0 against Morabel Wawens. Morabel United 3-0 against Tusbab. And Lay City Dwellers 2-1 over the Northern Youth. Southern Conference 6-2 Hekari over Star Mountain there. Gulf Komara had to come from behind to win 3-1 against Central Debaris. And Tavur FC haven't scored a goal all season. Well, in the first round, were able to have a draw against Southern Youth there, 1-1. So those were the results. And very quickly, the ladder, Lay City FC and Morabel Wawens 1 and 2 in the Northern Conference. Tusbab and Northern Youth at the bottom of the ladder there for Northern Conference. In the Southern Conference, it's Hekari on top, then Gulf Komara, Palm Strikers, Southern Youth. The bottom 2 there, Star Mountains and Tavur FC. As I said, Tavur FC having that draw there and getting themselves 1 point. So, Denny, that's it about the KPHL, NSL, and of course the NRL.
All right, speaking of KPH NSL, forget about NRL. Speaking of KPH NSL round 8, highlights after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. Now, if you've missed the KPHL NSL round 8 from last weekend, let's take a look now at the highlights.
The anthem accompanies the two teams. Bit of a ball away. Good ball through by Matang. There's a chance for Star Mountains. Good practice early. Pulls it back, bounces to nobody. Dabinyaba, Yasasa! Willis goes for a cross, it's a good one too! Bounces. Cleared off the line. Star Mountain survive, Yasasa with a drive! Yagi Yasasa! Joey Simon gives the ball away. Yasasa running onto it, he's got Foster on his right. Michael Foster could lay it on, let's it for Kolukapo! Good ball forward, Lahari William again. A good ball, Dabinyaba appeared to be onside. Muta tripped him. Rani, funky enough. There may be questions about Rani because Dabinyaba does appear to be onside. Offside here, we just have this. Daniel Joe to make it 5-2 for Hekari United. Daniel Joe scores. And a good ball forward. Joseph Joe Upaida with it to make it 6. Their lead in the Southern Conference. And the top Petroleum. South Kamara as well. Both sides have taken 2 shots apiece. Now with 0 on target. Pool between Central Dabari and Gulf Kamara. Earlier difficult to see if we can have 20 team competition. Tawini could switch to his left. Float in delivery. And the goal comes. The goal scorer and Garega. Good heel back in. Numakila cuts back across. Good. The Gulf Kamara has had Numakila's had more opportunity than most. David Awa would be good drive. Wow, a beautiful goal. Kevin, Winnie. Tawini. And there it is. Winnie, Tawini, Coventry, Hopper with the E. They've been able to win that tackle. I like that. And the referee calls a halt to proceedings this afternoon. Gulf Kamara 3, Central Dabari FC. Which I think is important to do so. And a beautiful ball forward. Jalam Miles. Southern Youth. Nil. Davur FC. Abo. High jump! Now we're put behind the miss. Someone's wrong. Hardcore to Monrockers calling. And Cyril Rocca pulls one back. And Thomas won his ball to no one in particular. And this is a necessary challenge. And this afternoon's Petroleum National Soccer League. A goal each by Jason, bring you the highlights of the second half.
Those were the NSL highlights from last weekend. We'll go for a break now. Stanley Hondina will join us up next. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back. You are watching Sports Scene. It's time now to talk rugby league. Over the last couple of days here at the National Football Stadium, the All Search National Football Stadium, the Kumul Petroleum National Schools Competition Championships on Wednesday. Yesterday we had the under 14s today. As you can see, the under 16s in progress at the moment. With me is the PNGRFL CEO that's been able to take some time off to just talk about this really good concept, the Kumul Petroleum National Schools competition. Stanley, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Lawrence. Yes, we have the Schools Rugby League underway. We have in 4 different categories or divisions: under 14, under 16, under 18 boys and girls that will be coming in, and we are excited to see how they will go. And it started off yesterday with the under 14s. We had a good 100 under 14s came across the country, 75 traveling in, another 25 from Southern. 100 kids go through, and at the end we had 40 that we selected, the top 40 under 14s that we have. And the same concept will happen for the under 16s today, under 18 boys tomorrow, and under 18 girls on Saturday. So Lawrence, it has been smooth sailing, and it has been good for us for the first day. And there were some bit of ups and downs, lows and loose ends. We realized and did a review last night with the team, and we are tightening them up. So one of that, you could see the game starting early today at 9 o'clock as opposed to 10 o'clock yesterday, to get an early finish and presentation well. So, but all in all, we started well, and we hope to see it going through this day number 2.
Stanley, just on the experience of these school kids coming from all around the country, you want to just explain what the PNGRFL and the Kumul Petroleum National Schools competition has done for these kids, their experience?
Yeah, Laurie, we went back to the 4 confederates last week or the week before to get them to do their confed championships. So we are almost 600 to 800 kids playing at that level. And yesterday we got those 75 that came in were the best in the 3 regions. And you could see the difference. I spoke to a couple of them after the game at night when I went to visit them at the Mau place where they were in. And a good number of them said it's their first time to come to Port Moresby. So, you know, it's the excitement that's put up on them and what rugby league can do for them to get them on a plane. As soon as they landed, we had the big APEC buses standing by to pick them. And, you know, they watch NRL and follow the game. So they see what's been done out of the plane, straight into the big buses, down to accommodation, everything provided, bring them up for the captain's run in the afternoon, something a lot of them are not exposed and used to. And you could see the, you know, experience and the expedition. You could see their face, the excitement and bit of confusion and doubt that came with it. And after the game, they said, wow, it's an experience that will go back with us. And, you know, we gave them a bit of highlight, telling them they came back different, but they have to go back a changed person. We told them about, you know, what rugby league is doing. It's more than just a sport. We told them rugby league is a tool that we want to use to, you know, contribute to nation building. It's a development tool that we can use, and that's what we've been telling the young kids. And I hope, I believe the 75 that left today, this morning, they went with a changed mindset and changed attitude and focus, and we asked them to influence the people that they go and mingle around with. So if this program continues, and you know, we have 3 years sponsorship with Kumul Petroleum, if it continues for the next 3 years, you could slowly see how the impact would go and the numbers that would be impacted by this. And like you said, and back to your question, you know, when they came into the big buses and walk out of the airport and into NFS, we took them around the change rooms, gave them the change room to dress up in and walk out, and then they call their friends at home and say, we are live on MTV, and watch it. And you know, the excitement in itself, it just took the best out of the boys.
No, that's really good concept that has been going. It's been going on for quite a number of years, but now we've really given it some prominence. So after this, the squads get picked, and then you sort of just mold them and just keep them within the pathway.
Yes, Laurie, back to your statement a bit earlier, this event has been going for the last 7 years or so, but you know, it can't really get its benefit, get the milestones and do what you really want it to do when there's no financial support at the back end of it. So that's where the commercial partners are very important to us. MTV and, you know, Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, the investment that they've put in, it's enabled us to do everything we could do. I mean, you see, how could you put them to NFS, get a big light on? How would you get them on a big bus, get them to a good place like a Mau? When you have the funds to do that and the financial support at the back end. So a big shout out to Kumul Petroleum for a very good support that they've given. And I think the MD and the chairman were here yesterday to officially kick it off. And from quite words that we've been getting there, they are satisfied with the return on investment that they've got out of this. And we can only build on this and get better. So in the years to come, 40s that we picked for the under 14s today, yesterday, today 16s and 18s. We will have remote camps in the Confederates. That's when Coach Michael and few of the Hunter staff and Kumul staff will go out to them, basic skills, basic catch, basic pass, basic drills. What we saw yesterday and what we are seeing today and we'll see tomorrow is what's coming them fresh from them, raw from the skills that they've got. Building on that, after we select them, we will work on them with the required skills from Matt Church and Michael Marum and the ones upstairs, so we can start grooming them as early as that. And we will put a monitoring and evaluation system that we keep on checking on them as they come up through. So there's some bit of consensus, and the real challenge around this, Laurie, and I want to put it on record, is getting the correct age groups. This has been a challenge, and it's out there and it's real. So we are working on strategies to see how best we can go past that. So we are thinking like next year when school year resumes, we'll have a rugby league registration desk on the side when the schools do their registrations. Get the parents in to verify their kids. Get an NID station next to it so we get those records done once and correctly there. Then we have the My Sideline system NRL that we are using now. We'll upload that in. So by that time, February, March next year, we should have some record of true identity of what age group. Parents will come there to attest to it that that's the correct age group. And that's a challenge that we have at the moment. But other than that, making a start is better than making nothing. And from nothing, at least we're able to get something running, and we can only build from this and get better.
All right, thank you very much, PNGRFL CEO Stanley. Anything else you want to add on, or we're just going to wrap things up now?
No, I just want to thank the sponsors and partners and everyone supporting the game. I think for PNGRFL, over the 60-year structure that it has, I think this is where the investment happens. The benefits of this investment goes up to the Digital Cup, to the Hunters and the Kumuls and upstairs. So PNGRFL as an organization, and from our office, we are more focused in that tier of our 60-year structure, and we will work closely to better it. So there's still place for support, there's still place for sponsorship and support. So KPHL is the only one taking it at the moment, with other Trukai and Prima as minor sponsors. We need some more to come around. So 80 we're getting up here is just a fraction of hundreds of thousands that are back in the village and in the community. So that's what we can do together. So I'm appealing out to sponsors and other partners who are watching and able to partner us. This will be an investment, not only in rugby league, but in young kids, that we can graduate them to be good people in the community, good ambassadors of this country, and help to build this nation so that we can graduate together from being a developing nation to get to become a developed nation. It hinges on these young men and women. So rugby league is more than just a sport. It's about partnering together to get that across so that we can be used as the tool for development to help build this nation.
Awesome stuff there. That's the CEO of the PNGRFL, Mr. Stanley Hondina, speaking to us live here at the Field of Dreams. That's what Chairman Sanders said of PNGRFL, and also Chairman Yaru, Kumu Petroleum Chairman, and also the Chairman of the Kumu Petroleum National Schools Rugby League Championships. We'll take a short time out now, but as you can see, live action here. It'll continue on tomorrow and Saturday here at the Kumu Petroleum National Schools Competition Championships.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. Last segment here on the show tonight, so I'll leave it to Lawrence now to run through what's coming up this weekend.
Thanks, Dini. Let's look at what's happening this weekend. First up is the NSL. Let's look at the draws for this weekend. Northern Conference, Tusbab Stallions versus FC Morbe Wawams. Lay City Dwellers will play Lay City FC, and Sipik FC versus Morbe United FC. All right, those are the games on Saturday. And in Port Moresby, Southern Conference, Central Dabari FC versus Star Mountain FC, Tavur FC versus Hekari, and the last game there, Palm Strikers versus the Gulf Komara. Let me remind spectators, if you do go to these games, make sure you do mask up. As we said, if you're not feeling too well, do stay at home. The Port Moresby matches will be coming to you live on EMTV. That's pretty much it. The other one is, of course, the Kumu Petroleum National Schools Competition Championships. Tomorrow will be the under-18 boys, and then Saturday will be the under-18 girls as well. Tomorrow, live and exclusive on MTV as well. So yeah, bringing all the sport in action for you. It's school holidays, and really good to see that the school boys and girls coming down playing some rugby league at the NFS. It must be an absolute dream come true for some of these students to come on down and play at the NFS. So Hondina was saying, first time for some of the players to get on a plane, to come on down and just be part of the whole experience. So well done to Kumo Petroleum and the PNG RFL for putting this together. A really, really great concept, which I'm sure is going to be massive for these kids growing up through the pathways. Yeah, that's it.
Would you like to do NRL?
Yeah, that's right. The NRL, 2 games, they'll be played at Suncorp Stadium. How could I do that?
For you to forget.
Melbourne Storm will play Penrith, and the Manly will play South Sydney. Winner of those 2 games play in the GF, the big dance, next week at Suncorp. So Wayne Bennett, Pupsy Wayne Bennett, Souths versus Des Hasler's Manly, and Penrith will take on Melbourne, last year's replay grand final. I'm going to go for Melbourne Souths grand final next week. That's my tip.
Okay. I'm done with NRL for the year. Okay, that's about it. If you have comments or story tips that you would like to reach out to us and share with us, you can contact us on 3129229 or email us at sports@emtv.com.pg, or you can message us on our Sports In Facebook page and leave your contact details, your email address, your phone number, and your full name. If you're using your nickname on your Facebook account, please leave your full name as well. That's about it. Until next week, it's bye for now.
Good night.
Good night.